Welcome to the Northwest Sports Fanatics YouTube channel. I am your host, Orion. I got a great show for you here today. We got the Seattle Mariners versus the San Diego Padres. First pitch is going to be here in roughly 5 minutes, so let's cue up the music, take a look at the thumb, and let's get into the starting lineups. Happy Tuesday, everyone. And on the thumb, on the left, the best catcher in the game, the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And on the right, one of the best right fielders in the game, representing the San Diego Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. Now let's get into the starting lineups here first for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners at third base, our stud, our guy, Brendan Donovan. Batting second, catching today for Seattle, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting third, playing center field, it's J-Rod Julio Rodriguez. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, playing first base, coming off a fantastic game of 2 homers, Josh Naylor. Let's go Nails. Batting fifth, playing left field, Randy Arozarena. Batting sixth, playing right field, Luke Raley. Batting seventh, playing shortstop for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Batting eighth, DHing for the Mariners, Dominic Canzone. And batting ninth, playing second base, Cole Young. And on the mound for the Mariners with a 0-1 record, an ERA of 1.50, it is our ace, Brian Wu. And now let's get into the starting lineups for the home San Diego Padres. Leading off for the Padres in left field, Ramon Laureano. Batting second, playing right field, Fernando Tatis Jr. Batting third, playing center field, Jackson Merrill. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, third baseman, Manny Machado. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Batting sixth, DHing for San Diego, Kevin Sheets. Batting seventh, a former Seattle Mariner first baseman, Ty France. Batting eighth, catching today for San Diego, Luis Capusano. And batting ninth, playing second base for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. And on the mound for the Padres with a 1-1 record, an ERA of 3.24, it is Michael King. And we're going to be shooting for 100 likes, 100 on that dono train, and 5 to 15 subs. We're 39 away from 23,800. And shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Andrea in the building, what's good? Daniel in the building, what's good? Marine Bean in the building, what's good? Let's go. Steve in the building, what's good? This is going to be a tough test. We know that the Padres are, a very tough team, regardless, whenever you play them at home or on the road for the Vetter Cup. We had some really good success, against them last year. But again, we're on a 4-game winning streak. They've won 5 in a row. Something's got to give. And again, it felt really good to be able to, go from that 5-game losing streak and then to be able to respond immediately and sweep the Astros, which is something that is not easy to do. The last time that we were able to do that was in 2023. And then obviously the previous time before that around 2018, 2019. So again, Josh Naylor was a big impact guy in that last game, made a little bit of a modification to his batting stance with a little bit of a leg kick. He figured, hey, I got nothing to lose, and he homered off the leg kick twice. But after the game, when he was interviewed, he says he doesn't like it. Well, he may not like it, but again, if you do that little mini leg kick and you can homer rather than doing your old way and not homering or not getting on base, you got to make the adjustment. So we'll, wait and see if Josh Naylor will have that little leg kick, in his batting stance. And if he does and he homers again today, we know that he'll be doing that same routine that he did when he homered twice against the Astros. Brian Wu on the mound for the Seattle Mariners, Michael King for the San Diego Padres. Let me get all settled in here. Give me one sec. All right, got everything situated here. All right, here we go. First pitch from Michael King to Brendan Donovan is high and away. Four-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour there by Michael King. 1-0 count. Brendan Donovan in the box. Michael King on the mound. 1-0 pitch. Fouls it behind the plate, out of play. Michael King with a 1-1 record, an ERA of 3.24, and it's our guy, third baseman Brendan Donovan, leading off. On deck is big dumper Cal Raleigh, then Julio Rodriguez. 1-1 pitch, low and at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike to Brendan Donovan. Change up 86 miles an hour, missing by King. 2 balls and 1 strike with nobody on and no outs. Top of the first inning here for the Vetter Cup in 2026 between the Mariners and the Padres. 2-1 pitch, high and away. Great eye there by Brendan Donovan. Four-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour, missing by a few inches there by Michael King. 3 balls and 1 strike to Brendan Donovan. Hawks in the building, what's good? Xavier in the building, what's good? Sun is out, glaring right into the Mariner batter's eyes here in San Diego. 3-1 pitch, hard hit ball towards first base. Should be a routine play for San Diego. Throw to first, and that is 1 away. And hopefully the sun will go down so that we don't have that glare. And we'll see if the Padre players get that same kind of glare as well. Down goes Brendan Donovan with the little dribbler towards first. Next up, it's the big dumper catcher Cal Raleigh. On deck is Julio Rodriguez. First pitch to big dumper Cal Raleigh, high and inside with a sinker, 93 miles an hour, 1-0 count. It almost reminds me when you watch NFL games, when you would watch the Cowboys on Fox and they would end up having that glare right into the, players' eyes. Obviously, Jerry knows what he's doing there, obviously, in Dallas. Obviously, this is not something that's planned here in San Diego. Just kind of unfortunate that we have the glare right in the face of the batter here. But again, we'll see if the Padres, get that same type of medicine as well. Because when you got that glare coming right at you, definitely tougher to hit. 1-1 pitch, high and away. 2 balls and 1 strike to the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Pitch 1 with a sinker, high and inside. Fouls that one off on pitch number 2. And pitch number 3, high and away. 2-1 pitch here from King to big dumper. Takes a strike looking high and inside in the zone. Sinker, 91 miles an hour. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Michael King on the mound. Cal Raleigh in the box. Cal calling time, trying to get himself adjusted here. 2-2 pitch, high and away. Four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour there by Michael King. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. DJ in the building, what's good? It's on the MLB app. It is also on ESPN Unlimited if you have that. But again, most people are watching it on the MLB Mariners TV option. If you're a Mariner fan, obviously if you're a Padre fan, then you might be watching it locally down there in California. 3-2 pitch, big swing and a miss, high and away. Slider, 82 miles an hour, baiting Cal Raleigh. Obviously the sun in the batter's eyes for this first round of batters for the Mariners. And again, down goes Donovan with a slow dribbler towards first, and Cal Raleigh striking out on a pitch high and away. Maybe should have taken that walk, but we'll see what happens on bat number 2. Next up in the 3-hole, Julio Rodriguez, and on deck is Josh Naylor. First pitch, high and inside to Julio Rodriguez. Sinker, 94 miles an hour, 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch. Takes a strike right down the middle. Four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour there by Michael King. 1 ball and 1 strike to Julio Rodriguez. Padres on a 5-game winning streak. Mariners on a 4-game winning streak. So a little bit different scenario than the Astros and the Mariners when we played when we were both on losing streaks. So we will see what happens here for the Vetter Cup tonight. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Low and away. Nasty sweeper there. 81 miles an hour by Michael King. Fooling Julio in the box. 1 ball and 2 strikes with nobody on and 2 outs. Top of the first inning, 0-0 here early between the Mariners and the Padres. 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss for strike 3. Michael King getting a nice punch out there on Julio Rodriguez. 3 up and 3 down for the Seattle Mariners. Donovan grinding out, and then Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez striking out. And again, hopefully we'll be able to get the bats to shine at some point here in the game. Let's go to the bottom of the first inning and see who's up next here for the San Diego Padres. Leading off for the Padres in left field, Ramon Laureano. And normally Laureano isn't a leadoff hitter, but he's been doing fantastic this year. He's actually leading the team with home runs, I believe, with 5 to start off in the 2026 season, with big names like Tatis, Jackson Merrill, Manny Machado, and Xander Bogaerts. That's pretty impressive. Batting second in right field, Fernando Tatis Jr. And batting third, center fielder Jackson Merrill. And on the mound for the Mariners with an 0-1 record, ERA of 1.50, it's our guy, Bryan Woo. Let's try to get Woo his first win of the season. And I can't wait to be able to see how this one will play out between the Mariners and the Padres. 39 subs to go to 23,800. So could we gain 2 subs since the first commercial break? Thank you so much. 37 subs to go to 23,800. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. All right, 33 likes so far, 67 to 100. All right, let's see what Bryan Woo has in store here today. He feels like he's our number one. You know, Logan Gilbert and George Kirby are great as well. And Emerson Hancock and Luis Castillo are kind of hit or miss. We'll see what happens here with Ramon Laureano, batter number 1. First pitch, high and inside, 4-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour, foul behind the plate. There by Ramon Laureano, 0-1 count. Got a time call here, and conveniently the sun disappeared and is not in the Padre faces like it was in the Mariner batters in the top of the first inning. Nice and convenient. 0-1 pitch from Woo. Big swing and a miss. Sweeper, 80 miles an hour right down the middle. Woo is something electric, my guy. You know, he started off in the 5 and, you know, steadily has moved his way up, even though they have him as the 3. But I think every Mariner fan truly knows he is our number 1. And he should have ended up pitching in the season opener. But, you know, at some point it'll happen, maybe next year. 0-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss and a big punch out by Woo. Ramon Laureano leading the team with 5 home runs. No home run there. And that is 1 away. Let's go. Nice job down by Bryan Woo, getting the job done. Next up, in the 2-hole, Fernando Tatis Jr. On deck is Jackson Merrill. Let's go, Woo. First pitch from Woo to Tatis Jr. High and away. 4-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour there by Bryan Woo. Bottom of the first inning, nobody on and 1 out. Mariners 0, Padres 0 here early on Mariners TV. One-0 pitch. Hard hit ball past Woo. Cole Young is there. Throw to first to Josh Naylor. Mount him down early. I like that. And that is 2 away. Down goes Fernando Tatis Jr. with a little slow dribbler. Next up in the 3-hole, center fielder Jackson Merrill On deck, cleanup hitter, third baseman, Manny Machado. So far, so good here out of Bryan Woo. First pitch, takes a strike, looking high and away. Four-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour there by Bryan Woo, 0-1 count. And I feel like there's a certain type of swagger and aura, around our pitching staff, but Bryan Woo, I think, exudes the most vibe and aura out of the starting five. Not to say that Logan and George can't get it at times, but I feel like with most Mariner fans, we feel more confident in Woo than any other pitcher in the starting staff. Obviously, we're happy, that, Castillo obviously had a bad start, the last one, but he started off pretty strong with Emerson Hancock, and we're still waiting for Bryce Miller. But Gilbert, Kirby, and Woo are our best, and Woo is definitely the top guy. 0-2 pitch, high and away. Four-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour there by Bryan Woo. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jackson Merrill. See if we can get another punch out here on another San Diego Padre batter. 1-2 pitch, fouled off behind the plate. Four-seam fastball with an 0-2 count, then went high and away with a four-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour, and decided to do it again, and that one gets fouled off. Let's see if we end up getting a different pitch, or if he's just going to try to mow him down with this four-seam fastball for every pitch on Jackson Merrill. 1 ball and 2 strikes with nobody on and 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. 0-0 here early between the Mariners and the Padres. 1-2 pitch and dribbles it behind the plate. Sweeper 85 miles an hour. Decided to switch it up there on pitch number 5. 1 ball and 2 strikes with nobody on and 2 outs. Bryan Woo on the mound and Jackson Merrill in the box. Come on, Woo. 1-2 pitch. Hard hit ball gets past Woo. Cole Young just not there. And it dribbles all the way to Julio Rodriguez. And a nice base knock there for the San Diego Padres for Jackson Merrill. Next up in the 4-hole, third baseman Manny Machado. And I don't mind, if Woo gives up a few hits here and there. It's all about the home runs and the RBIs. But hopefully they don't score anything here in the first inning. We want Woo to be as clean as possible. Obviously, 3 runs given up would be max, but I think a lot of us are hoping 0-2, and we're kind of leaning more 0-1 if we can get that. But San Diego off a 5-game winning streak, that's going to be tough. And we're on the road, so we'll see. First pitch is high and inside. Four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour there by Bryan Woo, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch, takes a strike high and inside. Four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour there by Woo. 1 ball and 1 strike to Manny Machado. Come on, Woo. Dank in the building, what's good? Like for me, I think Woo is the most reliable, then probably Kirby, then Gilbert. I mean, they've all made all-star games, big swing and a miss. But I feel with like Logan, he's a little bit more shaky than Kirby when they're healthy. Kind of puts everything, his whole body into every pitch. And it just feels like his overall confidence isn't as high as Kirby's. And again, we know Kirby sometimes is a little shaky as well, but I feel his confidence level, I think it goes Woo, Kirby, Gilbert. And then obviously we're still waiting to see with Emerson Hancock, Luis Castillo, and then we're going to get Bryce Miller back. And I'm really waiting for Ryan Sloan and Cade Anderson, and they've been looking pretty good so far in the farm. Pitch is high and away. Four-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour by Woo. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Manny Machado. 2-2 pitch, low and away. Tried to bait Machado with that slider. 87 miles an hour there by Woo. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first and 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning, 0-0 here early between the Mariners and the Padres. 3-2 pitch, popped up. Should be an easy play here for Julio in center field, and that is out number 3. You can always count on Julio Rodriguez in that no-fly zone. Nice job, Julio Rodriguez. Let's see who's up next here in the top of the second for the Seattle Mariners. We might not be able to rely on Randy, in left field all the time, or Luke Raley in right, and when Victor Robles comes back as well. But this guy is as reliable as they come on defense, and it's just a matter of time before he really starts to get going, even though he has started to get going as of late. He hasn't really been able to put together a first half of a season so far, but maybe this will be the year that he finally kind of gets hot at the right time and not only has a good first half, but has a great second half of the season. Next up for the Mariners with 2 home runs, a 3-run blast, and a 2-run jack against the Astros to propel us with the sweep. And Rick Riz called it a mop. So I guess if we end up getting a 4-game sweep again, we're going to call it a mop because Rick Riz says so. Josh Naylor had a little bit of an adjustment in the box with a leg kick, and he figured, he was talking with Julio and some of the other guys, and he said, well, I got nothing to lose. He does the leg kick twice. He homers twice, but he said in the interviews after the game that he didn't like it. But again, whether you like it or not, if it's going to produce home runs, you may want to consider doing it. Let's see if he does it here tonight. Batting second in the 5-hole, left fielder Randy Arozarena, who's been playing pretty good as of late. Still a liability with ground balls, but pretty good with pop-ups, and his bat has been starting to catch fire as of late. And batting third in the 6-hole, right fielder Luke Raley, another guy that has started to heat up as of late, and we definitely need the offense and the defense from our guy Luke Raley. He definitely is due for a home run. Could we get a nuke from Luke? Possibly. First pitch to Josh Naylor, high and inside with a sinker, 91 miles an hour there by Michael King, 1-0 count. Michael King on the mound, Josh Naylor in the box. After getting 2 home runs with that leg kick, give me that leg kick every at-bat for the rest of the season. Eventually he'll get used to it. 1-0 pitch and a hard hit ball towards first base. Little flip to the pitcher. He did do the leg kick there, and that is 1 away. And I get it. Baseball players are very, superstitious, and they have certain type of patterns and repetitions, like Ichiro grabbing the sleeve and, kind of doing the little wind up, and the more that you can prepare the same way, the better you're going to be. But it also, on the flip side, if things aren't working, sometimes you got to make that adjustment. Down goes Naylor. Next up in the 5-hole, Randy Arozarena. First pitch from Michael King to Randy Arozarena, fouls it off into right field. 4-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour by Michael King, 0-1 count. Top of the second inning, 0-0 here early between the Mariners and the Padres for the start of the Better Cup in 2026. 0-1 pitch from King to Randy, little dribbler towards third base and foul. No balls and 2 strikes with nobody on and 1 out. Top of the second inning, 0-0 here early between the Mariners and the Padres. Michael King on the mound, Randy Arozarena in the box. We played the Padres very well last season, and hopefully that'll continue here in 2026. 0-2 pitch, little dribbler towards third. Run, Randy, run! Yes, and there we go. Randy actually hustling to first base. Like I said, you just never know, how that throw is going to be and if they're going to actually get it with a nice clean catch at first base. And Randy hustling there at first. I love it. There we go. Next up in the 6-hole, right fielder Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. Luke is due for a nuke. He's been close, within the last few games, getting some, deep balls into the warning track, but not being able to, get that home run. But maybe today or some point in the series, it might be the day. First pitch is high and away. Change up 87 miles an hour by King. 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch. Fouls that one off behind the plate. Sinker, 93 miles an hour there by Michael King. 1 ball and 1 strike with a runner at first, Randy Arozarena, and 1 out. And obviously getting on to a good start, on the road will be very essential for us to be able to collect some victories here against the Padres. Mike in the building, what's good? 1-0 pitch, high and away. 4-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour there by King. 2 balls and 1 strike to Luke Raley. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. Beautiful ballpark there, out there in Petco. Throw to first, and Randy is safe. I mean, there's a couple really, nice ballparks that are out there. Obviously they have some history. Some a little bit better than others for visuals. 2-1 pitch. Rayleigh shows bunt. Perfectly dropped towards third base. There we go. And again, small ball is king. And again, at some point, we need to be dropping some bunts down to get some guys on. And that might have been the best bunt that I've seen from any Mariner player this season. And, even Machado and the others, they knew there was no chance, to get Randy at second or even Luke Rayleigh at first. And we know Luke Rayleigh loves to hustle. And that's one thing I admire about him. Next up, shortstop in the 7-hole, J.P. Crawford. On deck, Dominic Canzone, another guy, the Italian stallion that's overdue for a home run. Let's go, Mariners. First pitch from King to J.P., high and away. Four-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour by Michael King, missing by a few inches to J.P. 1 ball and no strikes with runners at first and second and 1 out. It would be awesome if we could end up putting up a run or two here early against the Padres on the road. They're on a 5-game winning streak. We're on a 4-game winning streak. So both teams are extremely hot right now. 1-0 pitch, takes a strike looking right down the middle. Sinker, 92 miles an hour there by King. 1 ball and 1 strike to J.P. Crawford. Come on, J.P. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. Come on, baby. Pitches high and away. And then we got a nice 3-1 count here with JP. And JP's patient. If he sees that the pitcher is having a mini meltdown, he's not going to bail him out. And obviously the changeup hasn't been working here for King early. 3 pitches out of 4 out of the strike zone. 3-1 pitch incoming here to JP Crawford. 3-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. That was a nasty changeup, low and away in the strike zone, right in the bottom corner. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to J.P. Crawford. Let's see if J.P. can force the walk here or potentially get an RBI or a home run. But let's see if he takes the walk. 3-2 pitch. And there we go. And he ends up taking the walk, even though it looked like he might have got hit by the pitch. And yes, he did. He just got grazed by that pitch. There we go. And now we got bases loaded. Michael King having a mini meltdown within the first 2 innings. That's exactly what you want as a Mariner fan on the road. And next up, we got our Italian stallion, Dominic Canzone. A grand salami by Canzone would be absolutely electric, and we know he can do it. Let's go, Dom. First pitch by King right down the middle with the changeup, 86 miles an hour to Dominic Canzone, 0-1 count. King's got a weird delivery. He squats down like he's going to the bathroom before he actually goes up and then pitches the baseball. A very unique delivery, so to speak. 0-1 pitch, and Dom with a big swing and a miss right down the middle. Come on, Dom. No balls and 2 strikes from King to Canzone. 4-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour, high and inside. Top of the second inning, bases loaded with 1 out for the Mariners. And even if we don't get a grand salami, if we can put up at least 1 run, this inning would be fantastic. But obviously getting 2 or more would be ideal. Come on, Dom. 0-2 pitch, little blooper by Canzone, drop. Oh, and ends up being caught in center field. Randy run, tagging up from third, and he comes home. There we go. Nice job. That was deep enough by Dominic Canzone. And again, we'll take that. Nice job. Sac fly by Canzone into shallow center field. Randy hustling from third. And again, we don't usually see Randy hustling too much to first and third base or ground balls. Nice job. 1-0 Mariners. Nice job, Dominic Canzone, with that sac fly. Next up is Cole Young, and let's see if we can get an RBI single to make it 2-0 Mariners. First pitch, high and away. Another batter that is extremely patient in the box more times than not, Cole Young. First pitch is high and away. Change up 86 miles an hour, 1-0 count. And, pretty good chance that Cole has a hit or two today. Normally he's not going to go 0 for 4 or 0 for 5 in back-to-back games. So, a couple walks, and there's a good chance for, a hit or two, and maybe even one of them could be deep. 1-0 pitch, low and away, change up 85 miles an hour there by King. 2 balls and no strikes to Cole Young. And we got a mound visit here already early in the matchup from Luis Campusano. Doesn't really like what he sees here early on from Michael King. I don't blame him. If it was happening to us, Cal Raleigh would be out there with Brian Wu as well. And again, we'll take anything that we can get. We already know, how challenging the first, part of the season has been for us. Both teams are hot. Padres with a 5-game winning streak, Mariners with a 4. We ended up getting a sweep, aka a mop, as Rick Riz calls it, if you end up sweeping a team with 4 games. And anything that you can do to gain a little bit of Uncle Mo and momentum and beating your rival, the Houston Astros, in 4 straight games at T-Mobile was sweet. 2-0 pitch, takes a strike right down the middle, sinker, 92 miles an hour. There by Michael King. 2 balls and 1 strike to Cole Young. Top of the second inning, runners on the corners at first and third with 2 outs. Mariners 1, Padres 0. Dominic Canzone with a sac fly. Randy scoring from third. 2-1 pitch, popped up and fading into left field, out of play. Change up 87 miles an hour there by Michael King. Quite a few Mariner fans in the building there at Petco Park. Come on, Cole. 2-2 pitch, check swing. Did he go? And he did not. Ooh, that was close. Count now is full. 4-seam fastball, 92 miles an hour, high and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Cole Young. Come on, Cole. See if we can get an RBI single here. Best case scenario, a 3-run bomb, but we don't need to be greedy. But obviously that would be electric if it would happen. 3-2 pitch, and that ends up being strike 3 looking. Wow. And as I'm looking at it on the pitch graph, Cole Young is going to challenge, I believe, but if he does, he's going to lose this challenge. All right, Mariners are challenging, and he did lose the challenge, and that is strike 3. Based on the pitch graph, it looked pretty clean, right there in the corner. We leave 2 stranded, but again, we don't need to be too greedy. We're on the road. We're playing, for the Vetter Cup. We had a really good success against the Padres, a very good team last year. And, sometimes when you have guys on, you want to be able to get everything immediately, but sometimes you got to be patient. You got to crawl before you walk. And sometimes you got to, just take what they're going to give you. And, if you get one early on and then the next inning or 2, you get another, then eventually that big 3-run plus inning will eventually happen. But so far, so good. We'll take it. 1-0 Seattle. Let's see who's up next here for the Padres in the bottom of the second inning. Next up for the Padres in the 5-hole, shortstop Xander Bogaerts. Batting second in the 6-hole, DHing for San Diego, Gavin Sheets. And batting third, the former Seattle Mariner first baseman in the 7-hole, Ty France. What's up, Ty? And on the mound for the Mariners, our ace, Brian Wu. Gained 2 more subs since the last commercial break. Thank you so much. 35 subs to go to 23,800. All right, we're at 64 likes. 36 to get to 100 with 193 in the room. Let's get it, baby. Let's do it for Rick Riz, baby. Let's go. 50th anniversary on the radio for 40 plus years. He's retiring after this year. Let's win it for Riz. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes. 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. I got a vet visit for Paisley. So again, anything that could be contributed would be greatly appreciated. First pitch from Wu to Bogarts. Little dribbler up the middle. Oh my God, hits the bag awkwardly and goes into right field. And normally that's a play that, Cole Young or JP Crawford can make. But a little luck involved. Wu has a little chuckle there. And again, he's had a couple balls go right past him, but we don't want him to risk any injury, by kind of moving his body in an awkward motion. But goes right behind him and ends up hitting the bag and, obviously, bouncing off the bag. And there's nothing that Cole Young could have done there. Nice base knock there by Bogarts. Next up in the 6th hole is Gavin Sheets. Wu on the mound, Gavin Sheets in the box. See if we can get a strikeout and a double play or a double play and a strikeout. First pitch, big swing and a miss, high and away. Four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour, high and away by our ace, Brian Wu, 0-1 count. Bottom of the 2nd inning, runner at first with no outs. Seattle with a 1-0 lead with a Dominic Canzone sac fly and Randy Arosarena scoring from 3rd. 0-1 pitch. Right down the middle for another strike. Sweeper, 83 miles an hour. Sheets takes that strike looking. No balls and 2 strikes from Wu to Sheets. Let's see if we can strike out Sheets and then get a double play on Ty France. Oh-2 pitch from Wu. Little dribbler and ends up going behind the plate. Foul. Change up, 89 miles an hour there by Brian Wu. No balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first and no outs. Bottom of the 2nd inning, 1-0 Mariners. Wu on the mound. Gavin Sheets in the box. 0-2 pitch. Got him, baby. They're going to challenge. But you're going to lose this challenge. Or are you? Let's look. And there we go. We do get the strike call. There we go. Unbelievable that the ump would call that ball. I mean, it was easily, strike 3. Nice job. Down goes Gavin Sheets. A little bit of electricity there for our guy, Brian Wu. Another punch out for him. 1 away. Next up, the former Mariner, first baseman, Ty France. Throw to first. And what are they calling here? Are they calling like some kind of balk? Wow, they're calling a balk? Are you kidding me? And now the runner is going to go from first to second. I don't know about that. Wu can't believe it. Elliot in the building. What's good? Long time no see. Ashley in the building. What's good? I don't think we've seen that many balks, for the Mariners so far. I don't see a balk whatsoever. And then Dan Wilson, it has an issue here. I mean, this is the first balk of the year, and it didn't even look like a balk. I mean, does this ump here at first base know what a balk is? Homeboy looks like he's fucking almost 100 out there. Maybe he needs to get his eyes checked. Holy hell. And Dan Wilson ends up making his way back to the dugout. I mean, some balks are a little bit more noticeable than others, but that was just a normal throw to first. And we don't want Wu to get ejected. And obviously, Wu is talking with Naylor. And, we had a nice pickoff play on Altuve, obviously at T-Mobile. But Wu's got to put it past him now. First pitch, high and inside to Ty France. Sweeper, 82 miles an hour, 1-0 count. Got to, regain your composure. But to me, that looked like a bad call. I'm going to call it right down the middle, no matter if it's for the Mariners or the Padres. But that did not look like a balk to me. 1-0 pitch. France pops it up. Little karma. Should be a routine play here for Cole Young, and it is. And that is 2 away. I thought Angel Hernandez already retired. Apparently not. Down goes France, popping out to Cole Young. Next up in the 8-hole, catcher Luis Campusano. That might have been the worst balk call I've seen, in years, if I'm really being honest. First pitch to Capusano, right down the middle, four-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour, 0-1 count. Bottom of the second inning, runner at second with 2 outs. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour there by our ace, Brian Wu. No balls and 2 strikes with a runner at second and 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Seattle. Our boy, Double E. I missed you, man. It's been a long time. $5 holla on the Dono trade. And Elliot is a very passionate Padre fan. He's been a part of this channel for many, many, many years and has been watching since he was a teenager. And again, great to have you in the room, my guy. 0-2 pitch, popped up. And this should be a routine play here for Luke Raley or Julio Rodriguez. And the no-fly zone, shallow center field. Julio takes care of business, and that is out number 3. Nice job there by Julio Rodriguez, and good job there by Cal and others to kind of try to calm Wu down. That might have been the most ridiculous balk I've ever seen, but Wu got past it, even though he was definitely frustrated. And again, we still end the second inning with a 1-0 lead. Let's see who's up next here for the Mariners in the top of the third. Shout out to my boy Double E. Are you going to be available to be here for all 3 games? I hope so. We've missed you, my guy. Appreciate you. Elliot with a $5, 95 to go. Missed you too. Do you have any plans on going to see any games this season? I know you live in the middle of the country, so obviously it would normally be like Cubs or Cardinals if you were going to go to a game, and hopefully you and your buddies will continue to go once a year. You know, it's a good bonding moment when you can have friends and you can have something to look forward to, just like me and my best friend that go to the 4th of July game every year. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 1, our best hitter, third baseman, Brendan Donovan. Batting second, 0 for 1 with a K, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And batting third, 0 for 1 with a K, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And on the mound for the Padres coming into the game with a 1-1 record, ERA of 3.24, Michael King. End of the second inning, 1-0 Seattle. $35 subs to go, do 23,800. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. All right, we're at 77 likes, 23 to get to 100. And Donovan gets hit by the first pitch by Michael King, and looks like Donnie is okay. And Donovan will make his approach there to first base. Next up is the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And I don't mind if guys get hit here and there throughout the season, as long as they don't get hurt. You know, the last thing that we need is someone to get hit on the wrist and break a bone, and then they're out for a few months or the season. So, I got you. You got the job and you got the girlfriend. Yeah, that's going to take some time for sure. And, you know, I'm always going to be grinding it out, you know, every day pretty much here on the channel. So whenever you can come through, please do. First pitch is high and inside to big dumper, Cal Raleigh, sinker, 91 miles an hour, 1-0 count. Top of the third inning, 1-0 Seattle. 1-0 pitch, Cal pops it up into deep left field, fading foul. Sinker, 92 miles an hour there by Michael King. 1 ball and 1 strike to big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Michael King on the mound. Big dumper, Cal Raleigh in the box. Come on, big dumper. 1-1 pitch, hard hit ball. That one fading into left field. And foul. Kind of a lazy effort out there by Ramon Laureano, who's leading the team with home runs. Kind of felt like I was watching Randy Arozarena out there, but it looks like he loses it in the lights. And then finally, when he gets an eye on the ball, he's, about 10 feet away. Now, if he was able to, see it, and go after it, he might have been able to get it, even though there was a little bit of a distance that needed to be covered. But initially, I thought, wow, do we got another left fielder that's not going to go after, balls that are in that particular area? But it looked like on the replay, he just lost it in the lights. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But Laureano leading off is not something that, the Padres usually would do in years past. But again, he's off to a fast start, leading the team with 5 home runs, which is crazy with Tatis and Machado and Jackson Merrill on the squad. 1-2 pitch and check swing. Down goes Cal Raleigh, and that is 1 away. Nice punch out there by Michael King, and hopefully we'll get something out of Cal Raleigh before this game is over. Next up, 0 for 1 with a K, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. And we know Julio can do it on the defensive side, but we need that bat to keep staying hot. It has been within the last few games. Let's go, J-Rod. Let's go, Julio. Francis in the building. What's good? First pitch by King to Julio. Low and away with a sweeper. 82 miles an hour, missing by a few inches. 1-0 count. Come on, J-Rod. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss with that sweeper. 80 miles an hour there by King. 1 ball and 1 strike to Julio Rodriguez. Come on, Julio. 1-1 pitch as King squats down, comes back up. High and away. 4-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour there by King. 2 balls and 1 strike to Julio Rodriguez. And he doesn't squat down before every pitch. It seems like every few pitches, he'll kind of squat down a little bit, and then he'll come back up, and then he'll go through his delivery. And there's a lot of different types of, patterns, that pitchers will do. But not every pitcher squats down like that, like Michael King. 2-1 pitch, big swing and a miss, changeup, 86 miles an hour by King. But if he ends up getting strikes on it and he strikes people out with that mini squat, he's going to keep obviously doing it. 2 balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first and 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning, 1-0 Seattle. Chap in the building from Australia. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. Top of the 3rd inning, 1-0 Mariners with a sac fly by Dominic Canzone, the Italian stallion, scoring Randy Arozarena from third base in the top of the 2nd inning. And that's where we sit with 1 run and 2 hits for the Seattle Mariners. 2-2 pitch, low and away. Sweeper on the corner, but just misses the punch out. Sweeper, 81 miles an hour by King. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. Come on, J-Rod. King on the mound, throw to first. And Donovan is safe. Michael King on the mound. Julio Rodriguez in the box. On deck is Josh Naylor, who hit 2 home runs, a 3-run jack and a 2-run bomb in Game 4 with the sweep against the Astros. 3-2 pitch, little dribbler towards third. Double play attempt, throw to first, not in time. Nice hustle by Julio to prevent the double play, and they end up getting the fielder's choice. Brendan Donovan is out at second. Julio not out at first. Good hustle. Next up for the Mariners in the 4-hole, it is Josh Naylor. Made a little bit of a tweak in his at-bat with a little bit of a leg kick, and hopefully he'll continue to use that. Let's go Nails. Let's go Josh Naylor, who is one of the worst, not only hitters on the Mariners, but also one of the worst hitters in baseball. He was bottom 2, and, getting those 2 home runs, obviously, yesterday was huge, and he had 1 home run robbed by Joe Adell in the game where the, right fielder robbed 3 home runs. And there we go. A nice little blooper into right field. I'm loving the leg kick, baby. And Julio Rodriguez scampers from first to third. And now we got runners on the corners at first and third with 2 outs. And again, in interviews, he said, I don't like this leg kick. But again, if you're going to get home runs off of it, keep doing it. He does the leg kick again, hard hit ball into right field. And I feel like the leg kick is going to be something that we're going to see out of Naylor the rest of the season. Nice job, Josh Naylor. Next up, in the 5-hole, left fielder, Randy Arozarena. And sometimes in life, you got to do things that are uncomfortable, But again, if it ends up being a benefit to you, eventually you'll get used to it. And so far, so good here out of Josh Naylor. I love it. Imagine if he did the leg kick from the very beginning of the season. I'm not saying he'd be like the best hitter on the Mariners, but he would have been much better off than he is right now. And he's starting to get into a nice little groove when we need it. First pitch takes a strike looking to Randy Arozarena right down the middle. Change up 85 miles an hour, 0-1 count. Let's go, Randy. Try dance up. Let's go, Ems. 0-1 pitch and fouls it behind the plate. Sinker 93 miles an hour there by Michael King. No balls and 2 strikes with runners on the corners. On first and third with 2 outs. I mean, obviously a 3-run bomb would be the best case scenario, but I'll take an RBI single by Randy if we can get it. We got Julio at third, and he's very quick. But Randy is prone to strike out with an 0-2 count. (0-2) pitch from King. Big swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. And again, if we can get Randy not to be in an 0-2 count, that'll prevent the strikeout more times than not, and we could have gotten an RBI. But again, we still got a 1-0 lead, so we can't complain. We're on the road for the Vetter Cup, and let's see who is up next year in the bottom of the third for the San Diego Padres. Next up for the Padres in the 9-hole, second baseman, it's the Crone Zone, Jake Cronenworth. Batting second, 0 for 1 with a K, left fielder leading off, Ramon Laureano. And batting third, 0 for 1, right fielder stud in the 2-hole, Fernando Tatis Jr. And on the mound for the Mariners, our ace, Brian Woo! Let's go. $35 subs to go to 23,800. We're at 23,765. Let's go. Gained about 350 subs since the beginning of the season, which is fantastic. Appreciate every single one of you. And we're at 86 likes, 14 more to get to 100. All right, we're almost there. We got 211 people in the room. If we can get 14 out of 211, we'll be at 100, and then it'll be smooth sailing after that. And we're at 5 on the Dono train because of our boy, Double E Elliott, and we got 95 to go. Most starts of 6+ innings, Mariners with 11. That's number 1 in MLB. Dodgers number 2 with 10. Braves and Royals tied for third with 8. And again, Luis Castillo is definitely very hit or miss. Same thing with Emerson Hancock. And they started off the year great. And Castillo was definitely very shaky, when we got down 7-2 in game 2 against the Stros, but we found a way to come back and, win 8-7. So, pitching is going to be, very important for not only Seattle, but every team, as well as the bullpen. And now the bats are starting to come alive for us as well. So first pitch is high and away to Jake Cronenworth, 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch, takes a strike looking high and away. Four-seam fastball hitting that corner beautifully by Brian Wu. 94 mile an hour four-seam fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jake Cronenworth. One pitch, little dribbler towards first base. Josh Naylor is there. He says, Woo, I got it. I'll toe tap on the bag, and that is 1 away. Good defense there by Josh Naylor. Next up, leading off, left fielder Ramon Laureano. Is that your biggest concern, Double E? Is pitching still? I mean, you guys obviously have the bats, and a lineup good enough to compete with anybody, even the Dodgers. But yeah, pitching has been kind of an issue for the Padres the last couple of years, that and injuries, as well as the bullpen. First pitch, high and inside, four-seam fastball, 4 miles an hour from Brian Wu to Ramon Laureano, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch, low and away, four-seam fastball right on the line, but we don't get the call. 95 miles an hour by Brian Wu with that four-seam fastball. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramon Laureano. Let's go, Wu. 2-0 pitch. Hard hit ball, deep right field. And that's going to bounce off the wall. Rayleigh doesn't get a handle on it. Big hustle here. Wow, and a big triple by Ramon Laureano, who's been one of their best players as a leadoff hitter, which normally he isn't a leadoff hitter. But again, he's found a nice groove, just like Jordan Walker, for the Cardinals. Some guys, it takes a few years to kind of find themselves, and Ramon Laureano with a big triple. And I didn't know if that was going to end up being a homer on Wu, but again, it bounces off the wall. Rayleigh, it takes a moment for him to get it off the deflection, and a big triple there. Next up is Fernando Tatis Jr. Got to be able to try to hold him at third if we can here, which is going to be a tough ask, but if anyone could do it, it's Brian Wu. And I'll take a triple over a home run any day. At least it gives us a chance to keep him there, even though that may not happen, with Tatis Jr. In the box. And then obviously Jackson Merrill after him. And then Manny Machado. That's a wicked, obviously 2, 3, 4. One-0 pitch. And singles right up the middle past Brian Wu. And that's going to score Ramon Laureano. And our 1-0 lead was short-lived. Nice base knock there by Fernando Tatis Jr. getting a RBI single. And this is going to be a battle and a war for the Vetter Cup. We're tied up 1-1. Now we have to make sure we keep him at that. Next up, center fielder Jackson Merrill. And now I need a slow dribbler up the middle for a double play to get out of this inning. They scored 1. That's fine. They tied it up, but they're not going to score 2 or 3 or 4. Let's keep them at this 1-1 tie. And let's see if we can get a slow dribbler up the middle to Cole Young or J.P. Crawford and a throw to Naylor to get out of this inning with a 1-1 tie. First pitch, low and at the knees with a four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour by Brian Wu, 1-0 count. Bottom of the third inning, runner at first with 1 out. We're knotted up at 1. Come on, Wu, settle down. 1-0 pitch. Hard hit ball into left field, out of play. Four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour there by Brian Wu. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jackson Merrill. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. It's not easy to be able to make a name for yourself in the Pacific Northwest, but my boy Brooks Beats is a fantastic producer. We're both, based out of Oregon out here, and we definitely are grinding our way to our success. 1-2 pitch. Incoming here momentarily. Last pitch was a strike, high and away. 1-2 pitch. High and inside. Four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour by Brian Wu, missing. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jackson Merrill. Bottom of the third inning, runner at first with 1 out. We're knotted up at 1. Two pitch, and runner goes, and they went for a hit-and-run situation, and that one goes into right field, foul, about 30 rows up. And we know how fast Tatis Jr. is. He can go from first to second in a heartbeat. Jackson Merrill in the box. Fernando Tatis Jr. at first. Bottom of the third inning with 1 out. Come on, Wu, settle in. 2-2 pitch. High and away. Four-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour, missing by a few inches there by Wu. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first and 1 out. Come on, Wu. Three-two pitch, hard hit ball, and a bloop single in front of Luke Rayleigh, and they're starting to rally. Now they got runners at first and third with 1 out, and we definitely need a double play now. Things are starting to get serious. Next up for the Padres, 0 for 1, third baseman Manny Machado. Fernando Tatis Jr. at third, Jackson Merrill at first. Come on, Ems. And again, the most that we can give up to the Padres, by Woo is probably 3. We don't want him to give up any more than that, but hopefully we can keep it at 1 or 2. All right, we're going to have a little mound visit here with Cal Raleigh and the squad. Hopefully get Woo locked in on kind of a strategy on how we're going to pitch to Machado, and hopefully we can get a slow dribbler up the middle for a double play to keep this game tied at 1. Woo on the mound, Machado in the box, and we got a mound visit here. Padre offense is 11th in slugging. And their X slugging percentage is number 3. So all right, baby, settle down and settle in. Woo on the mound, Manny Machado in the box. First pitch, low and away with a sweeper. 83 miles an hour there by Brian Woo, 1-0 count. Bottom of the third inning, runners on the corners at first and third with 1 out. Fernando Tatis Jr. at third, Jackson Merrill at first, and we need a double play desperately to keep this game at 1-1. Otherwise, it could be 3-1 or 4-1 in a matter of seconds. 1-0 pitch, pops him up. Here we go. And Cole Young is there. And that is 2 away. We got real lucky there with the pop-up to Machado and keeping it close so that way that Tatis couldn't tag up from third and score. Nice job there by Brian Woo. Next up in the 5-hole, shortstop Xander Bogaerts. And at this point, we'll take anything. A pop-up, a ground out, a strikeout, just keeping that runner at third if possible. Right hands up. Let's go, Ems. Come on, Woo. Bottom of the third inning, runners on the corners at first and third with 2 outs. Mariners and Padres tied up at 1. First pitch, takes a strike right down the middle. Sweeper, 82 miles an hour, 0-1 count. Let's go. Brian Woo on the mound, Xander Bogaerts in the box. One pitch, little dribbler, it goes behind the plate, foul, sinker, 95 miles an hour by Brian Woo. No balls and 2 strikes to Xander Bogaerts. Brian Woo on the mound, Xander Bogaerts in the box. Oh, 2 pitch, and runner takes off and is safe. And Jackson Merrill ends up making his way to second base. Now you got Merrill at second, and you got Tatis at third. Keep him there. Don't worry about it. We're 1 strike away from getting out of this. Come on, Woo. One-two pitch, low and away. Good stop there by Cal. We don't want a wild pitch to go to the backstop and we give up a cheap run from third to home. Nice defense there by Cal. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Xander Bogaerts. Come on, baby. Bottom of the third inning, runners at second and third with 2 outs. We're tied at 1. Brian Woo on the mound. Xander Bogaerts in the box. Come on, Woo. 2-2 pitch. Low and away. Just off the plate. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Xander Bogaerts. Come on, Woo. 3-2 pitch, hard hit ball, shallow center field. That's going to score 1 and score 2. Tatis and Merrill both score, and just like that, 3-1 Padres. And again, Woo, this is the most that he can give up. We can't have him give up any more. We know how good the Padres are. Bogaerts has been very hot as of late, and Woo's already given up 3. Luckily, we know the bats are going to come alive for us, but we're definitely digging ourselves in a little bit of a hole. Next up in the 6th hole, DHing Gavin Sheets. Got to stop the bleeding here. We don't want to be down 4-1, 5-1. First pitch, takes a strike looking high and away. Four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour by Woo, 0-1 count. And it's nothing that we can't come back from. We can definitely come back from this. There's no doubt about that. Just kind of unfortunate, because it's our best guy. 0-1 pitch, popped up. Wish we could have got that pop up on the last at-bat, damn it. And wow, J.P. Crawford. With 3 Mariners converting to that baseball, can you imagine if they would have ran into each other and that would have been, a safe, opportunity there for the Padres? I mean, that momentum would have kept building and building, but great job there by J.P. Crawford to end the rally. Because again, it kind of felt like if that would have been, dropping in there for a base hit, who knows how many more they get after that. End of the 3rd inning, 3-1 Padres. And Xander Bogaerts with a big RBI, scoring not only Jackson Merrill from second, but Fernando Tatis at 3rd. We still love you, Woo, but you got to get settled down, and you can't give up any more. Let's see who's up next here for the Mariners as we go to the top of the 4th inning, and let's see if we can get a run or 2 here in the 4th inning. Next up for the Mariners, 1-for-1 right fielder Luke Raley. Batting second. In the 7 hole, coming off that amazing catch there defensively, J.P. Crawford. And batting 3rd, the Italian Stallion, 0-for-0 with an RBI, DHing Dominic Canzone. Trident's up. Let's go M's. We got a battle. And I'm happy that J.P. Crawford made that amazing defensive play. Always coming up with big plays, J.P. Crawford. Gained another sub since the last commercial break. Appreciate you. 34 subs to go to 23,800. All right, we're at 104 likes, 96 to 200. All right, first pitch from Michael King to Luke Raley, low and away with a sweeper, 1-0 count. .1-0 pitch, fouled off there by Luke Raley. Sinker, 91 miles an hour there by Michael King. 1 ball and 1 strike from King to Raley. Top of the 4th inning, 3-1 Padres, but this is not something that, we're going to get too worried about. As long as the bats, stay hot, we should be able to catch up at some point. 1-1 pitch, high and away. Sweeper, 79 miles an hour by Michael King missing. And if Michael King can have a mini meltdown, between now and before the 6th inning, that could be the difference as well. 2-1 pitch to Raley, high and away. Good eye there by Luke, who's definitely due for a nuke at some point. Change up, 85 miles an hour, missing by King. 3 balls and 1 strike to Luke Raley. Take the walk, Luke, if it's there. But if it's right down the middle, let's see what you can do. 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike looking. Should have swung at that. Change up, 85 miles an hour. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Luke Raley. Take the walk, Luke, if it's there. Take the walk. 3-2 pitch from King. High and away. Great eye by Luke Raley. Not getting too greedy. And Luke Raley making his way to first, especially after you gave up 2 runs. You want to get guys on base immediately, whether it's a base hit or a walk or getting hit by a pitch. Nice job by Luke. And next up, in the 7th hole, J.P. Crawford. And a lot of times, if you make a great defensive play and you're one of the first 3 guys up in the next inning, sometimes you'll get that electricity in the box. Let's see if J.P. can get a big hit here. First pitch to J.P. High and away. Good eye. 91-mile-an-hour sinker off the plate. 1-0 count. We'll take as many walks as we can get. We'll take as many, opportunities to get guys on base that we can obviously, get and hopefully take advantage of as well. Throw to first, and Raley is safe. Michael King on the mound. J.P. Crawford in the box. 1-0 pitch. Pops it up. Should be a routine play here for San Diego at third. Machado, the future Hall of Famer, is there. And that is 1 away. Unfortunate that JP wasn't able to get on base, but great defensive play there in the bottom of the 3rd. Next up is the Italian Stallion in the 8th hole, DHing Dominic Canzone. And on deck, second baseman Cole Young. Come on, Canzone. Top of the 4th inning, 3-1 Padres here at Petco Park on Mariners TV. First pitch to Dominic Canzone. Beautiful sweeper by King. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Dominic Canzone ended up having that sac fly in the center that scored Randy from third, giving us the early 1-0 lead that was short-lived. 0-1 pitch, little dribbler up the middle. Double play attempt. And Canzone is safe. Fielder's choice only. Raley out at second. Canzone safe at first. And again, we've been lucky not to have any double plays so far, which is good. Next up, second baseman is Cole Young. Let's go, Cole. Top of the 4th inning, 3-0. No. 3-1 San Diego. Come on, Cole. He's been the second best hitter and the overall best, player overall, offense and defense. Donovan obviously being the best. But you're starting to see Cole Young and Randy, have some consistency as well as Julio getting hot as of late. First pitch, takes a strike looking, high and away, 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch, little dribbler into left field, and Ramon Laureano is there, and that is out number 3. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th inning and see who's up next here for the Padres, and I got to get a refill on my water. I'll be right back. Next up, in the 7 hole, first baseman Ty France, batting second. In the 8 hole, catcher Luis Capusano, and batting third in the 9 hole, second baseman Jake Cronenworth. And on the mound for the Mariners still, Brian Wu. Judah in the building, what's good? First pitch from Wu to Ty France, the former Seattle Mariner first baseman, high and inside, sinker 93 miles an hour, 1-0 count. Let's go, Wu. Can't give up any more runs. 3 is max. Little dribbler towards first base. Josh Naylor flips it to Wu. Toe tap on the bag, and down goes Ty France, and that is 1 away. Next up, in the 8-hole, catcher Luis Capusano, and on deck is Jake Cronenworth, and on the mound for the Mariners, our ace, Brian Wu. Bottom of the 4th inning, 3-1 Padres with 1 out. First pitch from Wu to Capusano, high and inside, sinker 95 miles an hour, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch. Fouls it off himself. Hopefully he's okay. Sinker 94 miles an hour there by Wu. 1 ball and 1 strike to Luis Capusano. Wu on the mound. Campusano in the box. One pitch. And Campusano pops up. Should be a routine play here for Randy in left. And Randy ends up having a little hustle there and catches it, and that is 2 away. Nice job there by Randy. Next up in the 9-hole, second baseman Jake Cronenworth, 0 for 1. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. Bottom of the 4th inning, 3-1 Padres with nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch is high and away, 4-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch. Pops up and should be a routine play here. And Randy comes in and makes the play, calls off JP, and that is out number 3. End of the 4th inning, 3-1 Padres. I'm going to go get my pup a little snack here for dinner, and we'll see who's up next here in the top of the 5th, which will be leading off 0 for 1, Brandon Donovan, batting second 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, Cal Raleigh, and batting third 0 for 2 with a K, Julio Rodriguez. End of the 4th inning, 3-1 Padres. Gained another sub since the last commercial break. Appreciate you. 33 subs to go to 23,800. We're at 5 on the Dono train, 95 to go. And we're at 116 likes. 84 to 200. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 1, Brendan Donovan. Let's go, Donnie. See if we can get a little bit of electricity here. On deck is the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Michael King on the mound, Brendan Donovan in the box. First pitch is high and away to Brendan Donovan, four-seam fastball, 92 miles an hour there by Michael King, 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch to Donnie, little dribbler towards first base, throw to first, and an easy out there for San Diego. Down goes Donovan, and that is 1 away. Next up for the Mariners, in the 2-hole, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Come on, Cal. First pitch, Cal pops it up to shallow center field, and an easy out there for Jackson Merrill and company. Come on, Cal. You got to work the count, my guy. And that is 2 away. Don't make it easy for them. Next up, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Come on, J-Rod. First pitch, high and inside. They call it a strike on the corner, even though it looked like a ball. 91 miles an hour, 0-1 count. Michael King on the mound, Julio Rodriguez in the box. 0-1 pitch, high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Julio Rodriguez. Come on, Julio. One pitch, takes a strike looking low and at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. Come on, J-Rod. If Cal's going to be a little slow, to start off the year and a little impatient in the box at times, we're going to need at least one of our superstars to step up. And hopefully Cal will be able to get going later in the game. Pitch is high and away. Four-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour, missing by King. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. 2-2 pitch, and it goes into the dirt. Nice save there by Capusano. Sweeper, 82 miles an hour, is low and away. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. See if Julio will take the walk here or get a big hit. Come on, J-Rod. Just got to be able to keep guys on base every inning if possible. 3-2 pitch. And that goes inside, and Julio draws a walk. Nice job there by Julio Rodriguez. And with a 2-out walk, next up is Josh Naylor. And as long as he does the leg kick, we're going to get a single or a home run, or at least that's what has happened the last few times that he's done that. Let's see if Naylor can end up tying the game up 3-3 with a big 2-run blast, or possibly getting a single or double here with Julio at first. Let's go, Naylor. Keep doing that leg kick. It's working. You've gotten 2 home runs off of it and a big single already. First pitch is high and away. Sinker, 90 miles an hour there by Michael King. 1-0 count. Come on, Naylor. Let's go, Nails. Throw to first. And Julio almost gets picked off, but gets back to first base just in time. One-0 pitch, and Naylor, wow, line drive right to the first baseman. Are you kidding me? Ty France. I mean, he made plays like that for Seattle way back in the day, but right to him. What an incredible play there by Ty France, robbing Josh Naylor of a single. And that is out number 3. All right, Ty, I see you. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 5th inning and see who's up next here for the Padres. Next up for the Padres, 1 for 2 with a run and a K, left fielder Ramon Laureano. Batting second, 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI, right fielder Fernando Tatis Jr. And batting third, 2 for 2 with a run, center fielder Jackson Merrill. And on the mound for the Mariners, our ace Brian Wu. So let's take a look at the pitching stats so far. Woo, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, 2 Ks, 59 pitches, 39 strikes. Obviously not up to, the standard that we hold Woo to. And Michael King, 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 Ks, 77 pitches, 44 strikes with a 2.91 ERA. And Woo going from what was he at before? He was at a 1.50 coming into the game, and now he's at 2.45. So again, we just need someone to, get a big home run, or we just need to be able to get back-to-back hits at some point. And I don't know. We might have to wait till Michael King exits and hope for a meltdown by one of the bullpen pitchers for San Diego. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. Brian Woo on the mound. Ramon Laureano in the box. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. Griffey, Edgar, Ricky Henderson, Tony Gwynn, and Trevor Hoffman with Lou Piniella and Bruce Bochy as managers back in '97. Wow. Amazing graphic. First pitch from Woo to Laureano, high and inside with a sinker, 92 miles an hour, 1-0 count. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. 1-0 pitch, takes another ball, high and inside. Sinker at 93 miles an hour there by Woo, and Woo really hasn't recovered since that 3-run inning in the third. Obviously, the balk kind of started it, but, hopefully we'll be able to settle down and settle in here. And Laureano with a little dribbler up the middle, and JP flips it to Young, to Naylor, and they say not in time. Are we going to challenge that? What an attempt by JP flipping it, to try to be able to, give somebody a chance. And obviously, JP flips it from the glove to Cole Young. Hard throw to first, and a pretty close play there, but he is safe. Just by a hair. A great effort by JP with the flip with the glove. Next up is Fernando Tatis Jr. Leadoff single there by San Diego. Next up is Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch to Tatis, fouls that one off into the upper deck. Sinker, 95 miles an hour, 0-1 count. Oh, 0-1 pitch, and fouls that one off. Sinker, 95 miles an hour there by Brian Woo. No balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first. Ramon Laureano there, and Fernando Tatis Jr. in the box. Bottom of the 5th, 3-1 San Diego. Come on, Woo. Finish strong. You got to, get past that 3-run third inning. Find a way to get some punch outs here. 0-2 pitch. There we go. Big punch out there. Down goes Fernando Tatis Jr., and that is 1 away. Slow but steady wins the race. Next up, center fielder Jackson Merrill. On deck is Manny Machado. Nice job, Woo. First pitch, big swing and a miss right down the middle with a sinker, 96 miles an hour by Woo to Jackson Merrill, 0-1 count. Could really use a double play here. Little slow dribbler up the middle. I mean, I'll take back-to-back punch-outs if we can get them, but... And we get a dribbler, but it doesn't look like we're going to get the double play, and we get the fielder's choice out at second. Down goes... Laureano there at second, but Jackson Merrill safe at first. 2 away, but we'll take that. Next up for the Padres with a runner at first in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs, Manny Machado. And hopefully Woo will be able to mow him down, and then we'll be hoping to be able to get at least a run here in the top of the 6th. Got to keep it close. If we can't get, both of them in the same inning, got to try to get one. First pitch, and he pops him up. Here we go. And Machado is going to be out here. Cole Young is there, and that is out number 3. Nice job. Nice job there by Brian Wu. End of the 5th inning, 3-1 Padres, and we need some offense. Where is the electricity? Let's bring it, Seattle. Let's see who's up next here for the Mariners. Next up, 1 for 2 with a run and a K, left fielder Randy Arozarena. Batting second, 1 for 1 with a base on ball, right fielder in the 6th hole, Luke Raley. And batting third, 0 for 1 in the 7th hole, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. $33 subs away from 23,800. All right, we're at 123 likes, 77 to 200. Michelle in the building. How are you? Oh, interesting. Honestly, when I go to the game, I probably won't drink. I don't drink as often as I, did in the past. I used to drink every day, and I used to be kind of unhealthy and eat a lot of fast food. But, ever since I've been, walking, with the pup and changing my diet and whatnot, and if I want to be able to get a foul ball, I got to be able to have my head on a swivel. I can't be, picking out on too much food and drinking. But I will keep that in mind. And, who knows? I will search if I can. Top of the 6th inning, 3-1 Padres. Randy leading off. First pitch to Arozarena and crushes it into right field. There we go. And a nice little blooper there for Randy Arozarena. Nice job. Next up, right fielder Luke Raley, and on deck J.P. Crawford. Nice job there by Randy, and hopefully this will start a rally for us, bring a little bit of electricity. We can hopefully get to 3-2 or 3-3 and tie it up here in the 6th. First pitch to Raley, fouls it off into left field. Sinker, 91 miles an hour, 0-1 count. Michael King on the mound. Luke Raley in the box. Come on, Luke. 0-1 pitch, Luke. Deep hit ball, left field. Oh, what a catch. Unbelievable, and Randy has to scamper back to first. I was really hoping that was going to be the nuke by Luke, but what a hell of a catch there in left field, robbing Luke Raley. Damn it. Ramon Laureano robbing that big hit opportunity from Luke Raley. Damn. Next up, 0 for 1, shortstop J.P. Crawford. On deck, the Italian stallion, Dominic Canzone. Laureano's made a couple plays out there in left field. Throw to first to Randy, and he is safe. Top of the 6th inning, runner at first with 1 out. Padres 3, Mariners 1. And we might have to just wait for King to exit before we start to, get on a nice little rally. But let's see what J.P. Crawford can do here in the top of the 6th. Maybe we can end up roughing him up before he exits. First pitch, takes a strike looking down the middle. Four-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour by King. 0-1 count. They got more John warming up for the Padres there in the pen. 0-1 pitch, high and away. Sinker, 90 miles an hour there by King. 1 ball and 1 strike to J.P. Crawford. Michael King on the mound. J.P. Crawford in the box. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. 1-1 pitch, low and away. Change up, 86 miles an hour there by King. 2 balls and 1 strike to J.P. Crawford. Come on, J.P. Throw to first. And that was a close play there to Ty France, tagging Randy, but he is safe. A former Seattle Mariner trying to get Randy out there at first. We can't afford that. 2 balls and 1 strike with a runner at first, Randy Arosarena. And we got J.P. Crawford in the box. 2-1 pitch. High and away. Great eye there by J.P. Crawford. 3 balls and 1 strike with a runner at first and 1 out. Come on, JP. We know you can do it defensively, but we need you to get something big here if possible. Take the walk if it's there. 3-1 pitch, a little dribbler up the middle. Double play, throw to first. And a double play for the San Diego Padres, and that ends the Mariners in the top of the 6th. I mean, they could have had 3 double plays today, but they finally get their first one. Unfortunate there for JP. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 6th and see who's up next here for San Diego. Next up for the Padres, in the 5-hole, shortstop 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, Xander Bogaerts. Batting second in the 6-hole, DHing 0 for 2 with a K, Gavin Sheets. And batting third, the former Seattle Mariner first baseman in the 7-hole, 0 for 2, Ty France. And on the mound for the Mariners still, Brian Wu. Gained 359 subs since the beginning of the season, which is fantastic. 33 subs away from 23,800. All right, we're at 129 likes, 71 to get to 200. We're at 5 on the Dono train, 95 to go. Going to the bottom of the 6th inning, 3-1 Padres. Right ends up. Let's go M's. Kingdom Fanny Pack Hat Night might be the ugliest giveaway the Mariners have ever done. You know, if they want to do a fanny pack, fine. If you want to do a hat, fine. But a fanny pack hat, and I'm always down for like unusual items, but that one definitely is not for me. First pitch from Wu to Bogaerts, takes a strike looking right down the middle with a sinker, 93 miles an hour, 0-1 count. Hopefully Wu will be able to finish strong. Again, the maximum amount of runs our starting pitching can give up typically, and we can still win, is usually 3. And that's where we're at right now. 0-1 pitch, slow dribbler up the middle. Cole Young off a 1 hopper. Got him. Wow. Cole Young has been absolutely fantastic. By far the best defender on the team and the second best hitter. Nice job there by Cole Young. And we know J.P. Crawford has been able to make some plays after he came back from his injury. But, man, Cole is special. I see you, Cole. Next up, in the 6-hole, Gavin Sheets. First pitch from Wu to Gavin Sheets. Sweeper, 82 miles an hour. High and away, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch, low and at the knees. Change up, 87 miles an hour there by Brian Wu. 2 balls and no strikes with nobody on and 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning, 3-1 San Diego. I'll still be here. 2-0 pitch, low and away. Sinker missing by maybe a half inch there. 3 balls and no strikes to Gavin Sheets. Come on, Wu, finish strong. We can't be down by 4, or 5. We have to keep it within 2 runs. 3-0 pitch. Takes a strike, looking low and in the corner. 4-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour. Could have been ball 4. 3 balls and 1 strike to Gavin Sheets. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. 3-1 pitch from Wu to Sheets. And that ends up being a 5-pitch walk. Come on, Wu. And Gavin Sheets makes his way down that first base line. Next up, in the 7-hole, 0 for 2, the former Seattle Mariner first baseman, Ty France. And we need a slow dribbler up the middle, and we need to get a double play for ourselves after we had a double play by JP in the last half inning. Give me that slow dribbler right up the middle, the JP or Cole Young. Throw to Naylor. We get out of this inning unscathed. First pitch. There we go. Takes a strike, looking with the sinker. Right there in the zone, 94 miles an hour. Nice pitch by Wu, 0-1 count. I mean, I'll take back-to-back strikeouts if we can get them as well. However, we can get these last 2 outs. 0-1 pitch to France. Check swing. Did he go? And he did. There we go. Sweeper, 85 miles an hour, way off the plate, and France bit. No balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first and 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning, 3-1 San Diego. Come on, Wu. 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball by France. Line drive. Double play. Let's go. Let's go. You ask for the double play, you get the double play. Yes, sir. A line drive double play, and those are obviously harder to get. But right place, right time, where you're close enough to tag the runner that's going from first to second. And obviously, if you end up catching it, that's half of the process. Nice job there by the Seattle Mariners. And again, they got a double play on us. We desperately needed one there, and we got it. End of the 6th inning, and we know Michael King will be on his way out, and hopefully we can have a meltdown. And all it takes is one meltdown from one pitcher in a half inning, and we can tie this game up or take the lead. Let's see who's up next here for the Mariners, and let's see if we can end up getting a run or 2 here in the top of the 7th. Now it's a 3-inning sprint, and we're only down by 2. We still got a chance. Next up, 0 for 1 with an RBI, DHing in the 8-hole, the Italian stallion, Dominic Canzone. Batting second, 0 for 2 with a K, second baseman, Cole Young. And batting third, 0 for 2, leadoff hitter, third baseman, Brendan Donovan. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. All right, 133 likes, 67 to get to 200. Let's go. And they're going to have Patrick Wisdom, who just got called up today, pinch hit. And we'll see what Patrick Wisdom can do here for the Mariners. He actually is leading the minors with home runs. So, and all of them have been deep shots. So let's see what Patrick Wisdom can do here for the Mariners. All right, Michael King is done. All right, let's see what Patrick Wisdom can do. He's hitting for Canzone, and again, he has been raking it in obviously the farm system there. So let's see what Wisdom can do here. Hopefully something. Now Morjon is in. First pitch, takes a strike, looking low and at the knees, which probably should have been called ball, but is called strike. 0-1 count. Ref Snyder on paternity leave. That's why we made this move. And Adrian Morejon is on the mound. Big swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes to Patrick Wisdom. Adrian Morejon coming in there for the Padres, and Patrick Wisdom in the box. 0-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss, and down goes Patrick Wisdom, and that is 1 away. Adrian Morejon with his first punch out as he comes into the game here in the top of the 7th, but hopefully that'll be the only punch out he gets. Next up in the 9 hole, 0 for 2 with a K, Cole Young. Next up after that will be Brendan Donovan. Come on, we need to get a couple guys on base here. Let's go. First pitch from Morejon to Young. Fouls it off. Sinker, 99 miles an hour by Adrian Morejon, 0-1 count. Come on, Cole. Oh, 1 pitch. Ends up being a ball. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike to Cole Young. Come on, Cole. 1-1 pitch. And a line drive right to Ty France. Right place and right time. He didn't even have to move. Unbelievable luck there for Ty. And that ends up being 2 away. Down goes Cole Young. And next up for the Mariners is Brendan Donovan. Somebody's got to be able to get a hit for us here. Come on now. Let's go, Donnie. First pitch from Morejon to Donnie. Takes a strike looking high and inside. Slider 88 miles an hour, 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch, low and at the knees. Sinker, 98 miles an hour. 1 ball and 1 strike to Brendan Donovan. One pitch, popped up, and that should be an easy play here for the Padres in center field, and that is out number 3. Morejon. Morejon. All right, let's see who is up next here for the Padres in the bottom of the 7th. All right, next up for the Padres in the bottom of the 7th inning in the 8 hole, 0 for 2, catcher Luis Capusano. Batting second, 0 for 2, second baseman in the 9 hole, Jake Cronenworth. And batting third, 2 for 3 with a run and a K, left fielder Ramon Laureano. Bottom of the 7th inning, 3-1 San Diego. All right, bottom of the 7th inning, 3-1 Padres. Wu on the mound. And Campusano there in the box. And this will be the last inning for Wu. First pitch inside to Campusano there. Sinker, 93 miles an hour, low and at the hips, 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch, big swing and a miss. Sweeper 84 miles an hour, 1 ball and 1 strike from Wu to Capusano. One pitch, low and at the knees with a sinker, 94 miles an hour, 2 balls and 1 strike from Wu to Capusano. We got a couple guys warming up in the pen. 2-1 pitch, and a bloop single into left field to Randy Arosarena, and we may have to pull Wu. Next up in the 9-hole, baseman Jake Cronenworth. Bottom of the 7th, runner at first with no outs. Padres up 3-1. Wu on the mound, Jake Cronenworth in the box. First pitch to the Crone zone. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. 94 mile an hour four-seam fastball there by Brian Wu. And we just have to be able to keep it within 2. And we should be able to have a chance. You know, bottom, obviously the 7th here is very crucial. 0-1 pitch. Popped up. And Cronenworth should be flying out here to either Randy or Julio. And Julio's got it. And that is 1 away. Good defense there for Julio Rodriguez in the no-fly zone. Next up, leadoff hitter, 2 for 3 with a run and a K, left fielder Ramon Laureano. We could really use a double play at some point. First pitch, check swing, and ends up going towards first base and foul. Sinker 94 miles an hour there by Wu. No ball and 1 strike with a runner at first and 1 out. And Wu's at 85 pitches, so this will definitely be his last inning if he's able to get a double play here. Oh, 1 pitch, high and inside. Sweeper 84 miles an hour there by Wu. 1 ball and 1 strike with a runner at first and 1 out. Bottom of the 7th inning, 3-1 Padres. If we could get a nice slow dribbler up the middle for a double play, that would be fantastic. One pitch, little dribbler up the middle. Not enough time to get the double play, but we get the out at first, and that is 2 away. Appreciate you, Gentle. Campusano making his way to second base. And next up in the 2-hole, right fielder Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 3 with a run, RBI, and a K. And let's see if Wu can just get this final out. And we're still down 2, but even though things have been tough at this point, let's see, are they going to pull Wu here? We got Pete Woodworth out there with Wu and the rest of the ball club. And if we can just find a way for Wu to finish, that would be great. I mean, we could potentially pull him, but I'm not really sure who would be bringing in. And hopefully, the bats will come alive, in the top of the 8th and the top of the 9th. And we're running out of time. So, but, we already knew it was going to be tough, after winning 4 straight and sweeping the Astros. When you go on the road against a team that's had a 5-game winning streak, us with a 4, them with a 5, I knew that this was going to be a pretty tough matchup, and hopefully we'll be able to tie this game up in the 8th or the 9th. First pitch, and Tatis Jr. fouls it off himself. 0-1 count. Bottom of the 7th inning, runner at second with 2 outs. 3-1 San Diego. Who's going to give us that lift offensively in the 8th or the 9th? 0-1 pitch, high and inside. Did he go around? No, he did not. 1 ball and 1 strike to Fernando Tatis Jr. Try dance up. Let's go, M's. One pitch. Pops it up into right field and fading out of play. Goes into the upper deck. Sinker, 95 miles an hour there by Wu. 1 ball and 2 strikes with a runner at second and 2 outs. Padres up by 2 runs, 3-1. If we can just get this last out here. And then, I'm kind of concerned on who will be coming in the 8th and the 9th, but we just got to get the offense going. We got 4 hits today, but they have 8, so. 1-2 pitch, high and inside, 4-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Fernando Tatis Jr. Definitely could still win this game, but it kind of feels like if we were to tie, it probably would have to be a 4-3 win in extras, if we were able to get those 2 runs in the 8th or the 9th. 2-2 pitch, little dribbler towards first base. Naylor is there. And toe tap on the bag. No need to flip it to Wu. And that is out number 3. Nice job there by Brian Wu. Again, had 1 inning where he got roughed up. 3 runs in the 3rd, and he was clean in the rest of those 6 innings. But, sometimes all it takes is 1 half inning to be a little shaky for a team to beat you. Let's see who's up next here for the Mariners, and let's see if we can get at least a run on the board here in the 8th. Get 1 in the 8th or 1 in the 9th, or 2 in the 8th or 2 in the 9th. Or best case scenario, 2 in the 8th and 1 in the 9th, and we win 4-3 in regulation. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And if there was ever a time that we needed a big dumper, home run, or a big base hit, it's now. Let's go, Cal. Batting second, 0 for 2 with a base on ball and a K, Julio Rodriguez. Come on, J-Rod, we need you. And batting third for the Seattle Mariners, 1 for 3 with that brand new leg kick that he got those 2 home runs with against the Astros and a base knock here today. First baseman, Josh Naylor. Try dance up. Let's go, M's. End of the 7th inning, 3-1 San Diego. All right, we're at 138 likes, 62 to 200. And we're at 5 on the dono train, 95 to go. And it's not like, we've been hitless. I mean, we got 4 hits, but again, we have to try to be able to string the hits together, back to back or back to back to back hits. And if we're not able to do that, based on guys getting walked or, maybe hit, we're going to need that big home run. Even if it's a solo dinger, we need some type of Uncle Mo and momentum, and hopefully we can get it here. A walk and a home run, would be the best case scenario. Cal gets walked or gets a hit, and then we can get a home run from Julio or something of that nature. First pitch, low and at the knees to big dumper, 1-0 count. And Jason Adam enters the game here for the Padres. One-0 pitch, high and away from Jason Adam to big dumper Cal Raleigh. 2 balls and no strikes to the big dumper. Take the walk, big dumper, if it's there. Two-0 pitch, low and at the knees. I like that. Keep it going. 3 balls and no strikes to the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. .30 pitch, ends up taking a strike. 3-1 pitch, and he flies out to right. And that is 1 away. Cal's got to get going at some point. Very, very slow start. Next up is Julio Rodriguez. On deck is Josh Naylor. First pitch takes a strike, looking right down the middle, 0-1 count. Come on, Julio. 0-1 pitch. Fouls that one off into right field. Four-seam fastball, 92 miles an hour there by Jason Adam. No balls and 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. Jason Adam on the mound. Julio Rodriguez in the box. Come on, Mariners. We're running out of time. Got to try to find a way to get at least 1 run here. 0-2 pitch, and that almost hits Julio. He has to jump out of the way. Change up 87 miles an hour there by Adam. 1 ball and 2 strikes with nobody on and 1 out. Padres up by 2 runs, 3-1 here in the top of the 8th. 1-2 pitch from Adam. High and inside. Change up 89 miles an hour missing by Adam. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. Come on, Julio. Two-two pitch, and Julio fouls that one off towards third base. 82 miles an hour with that slider by Jason Adam. 2 balls and 2 strikes with nobody on and 1 out. Top of the 8th inning, Padres up by 2 runs, 3-1. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. And time is called by Julio. Two-two pitch, and Julio crushes that one into right field, out of play. Four-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour there by Jason Adam. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on and 1 out. Top of the 8th inning, 3-1 Padres. Mariners only have 4 hits today. Padres have 8, and they had a 3-run inning in the 3rd on Wu, and that is the difference. 2-2 pitch, low and at the knees. Change up, 88 miles an hour missing by Jason Adam. Good patience there by Julio. In years past, he would have swung at that, and that would have been strike 3. And let's see if Julio can find a way to get on base with a single, double, or a walk. I mean, obviously, a home run would be the best case scenario. As the Padre fans are doing the wave in the background. 3-2 pitch, and Julio pops it up. Go foul. And fading foul. Thank God. Slider, 83 miles an hour there by Adam. Count now is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on and 1 out. Jason Adam on the mound. Julio Rodriguez in the box. Come on, Julio. Come on, J-Rod. 3-2 pitch. And that's a walk. There we go. Here we go. Julio's at first. And next up with 1 out. Use the leg kick. It's our guy Nails, Josh Naylor. He used the leg kick for the very first time yesterday. He got a 3-run blast, a 2-run jack, and he's gotten a single off it today. Let's go, Josh Naylor. We need you. Keep using that leg kick. Throw to first, and Julio is safe. I mean, it's still early, but again, I think that we have a very good chance to win the AL West still. I mean, a lot of the teams are only separated by 3 or 4 wins and losses. I mean, obviously the American League is, pretty close with all the teams early on in the season. And if we don't win the division, and for example, if the Rangers win, we can always get number 2 and get the wild card. So Naylor is 1 for 3. Obviously, the goal is to win the AL West and, try to make the World Series and win it, obviously. First pitch to Naylor. Fouls it towards first base with the laser. 0-1 count. Slider, 83 miles an hour there by Jason Adam. Top of the 8th inning, runner at first, Julio Rodriguez with 1 out. And man, if there was ever a moment that we would need a 2-run blast or a big RBI, it's now with Josh Naylor. 0-1 pitch, low and at the knees. Change up 88 miles an hour there by Jason Adam. And it kind of feels like if we just don't swing, that he's going to continue to walk guys. Obviously, if it's right down the middle, you want Naylor to crush it, but it doesn't look like Adam's got a whole lot of confidence on the mound, and he doesn't have a whole lot of playing time to start the year as well. 1-1 pitch, and Naylor ends up swinging at that one, high and away. Fouls that one off. into the crowd. Slider 82 miles an hour by Jason Adam. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Josh Naylor. What's the score of the Blazer game? And time is called by Naylor. Come on, baby. We need some late inning magic, some Mariner mojo. Soto mojo. 1-2 pitch. And Naylor hits it towards first base. Double play. Throw to first. Brutal. And the double play is executed perfectly by the Padres, and we're running out of time. We got to hold them to 3-1, and then we had to pray for a miracle in the top of the 9th, and we get 2 runs, and then hopefully we can find a way to win in extras 4-3. All right, let's see who's up next here for the Padres in the bottom of the 8th inning. Next up for the Padres, 2 for 3 with a run. In the 3-hole, center fielder Jackson Merrill. Batting second in the 4-hole, third baseman 0 for 3, which is rare, Manny Machado. And batting third, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, shortstop Xander Bogaerts. And I'm curious to see who they're going to be bringing in here for Brian Wu. Again, 2 more subs since the last commercial break. 31 subs to go to 23,800. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. Bottom of the 8th inning, 3-1 Padres. All right, we're at 145 likes. 55 to 200. And we're at 5 on that dono train, 95 to go. And Legomina is coming in. Let's pray that he ends up doing well here. Otherwise, it might end up being 5-1, 6-1 by the time we go to the top of the 9th. All right, Casey Legomina coming in here for the Mariners. Jackson Merrill in the box. On deck is Manny Machado. And we might need to get a double play to help Legomina out to get out of this. First pitch, big swing and a miss by Jackson Merrill. Beautiful sweeper there by Casey Legomina, one of the worst guys that we have in our pen. But you never know. Maybe he'll end up having a little bit of magic. He does have 6 strikeouts and only 1 walk this year, but I don't think we have a whole lot of confidence with him when he enters the game most of the time. 0-1 pitch, high and away. 4-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour by Legomina. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jackson Merrill. Maybe we can get a punch out in a double play or a double play at some point. I'm hoping. 1-1 pitch, high and inside, 4-seam fastball, 92 miles an hour there by Casey Legomina. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jackson Merrill. 2-1 pitch, takes a strike, low and away. Sinker, 93 miles an hour, outside of the zone, but called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jackson Merrill. Come on, Casey. 2-2 pitch, popped up. It's going into deep left field. And it's fair, and Randy, go Randy! And I don't know if Randy thought it was fair or foul, but he's sitting down on the baseball. And I don't know if Randy is hurt, but he's still on one knee. And he misses that ball, and it ends up going underneath him. And have some, like, some type of, anticipation on, like, he always is just so fucking lazy out there. Like, I get it, you slid and you missed it, but, like, why not try to get up and throw the ball quickly into the infield instead of just sitting there like a lost kid at a playground? Golly. This isn't fucking Little League, my guy. And now we got a double there. Next up is Manny Machado. First pitch to Machado, big swing and a miss, 0-1 count. I don't think I've ever seen Randy throw a laser from left field into the infield at all in his career. At least he hasn't done it on the Mariners. 0-1 pitch, high and away, sweeper, 79 miles an hour. 1 ball and 1 strike from Legomina to Machado. I mean, I'll give him a little bit of a break because he ended up trying to like slide and dive for it, you know, but again, it's not like he was hurt. I mean, he could have gotten up and, you know, thrown it into the infield, but, you know, that's just kind of his MO, I guess. 1-1 pitch, high and inside. 4-seam fastball, 92 miles an hour by Casey Legomina. 2 balls and 1 strike with a runner at second and no outs. Two-one pitch, high and away. 3 balls and 1 strike with a runner at second and no outs. Bottom of the 8th. And again, we can't let them, you know, get to 4. I mean, if they get to 4, it's over. You know, it might already be over now, but I mean, at least we'll have a chance if we can keep it within 2. 3-1 count. And a hard hit ball into shallow left field. Randy is there. And that is 1 away. Look at this weak ass throw into third base, not even in time to be able to get the runner at third. And Machado flies out, and Jackson Merrill easily tags up from second to third. Next up, shortstop Xander Bogaerts, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. We got a mound visit here by Cal Raleigh, trying to get Casey Legomina on the same page. All right. Bottom of the 8th, 3-1 Padres, runner at third with 1 out. And again, if they end up getting this runner to come home from third, I mean, chances are it's over, just being real, you know, and based on how the flow of the game has gone. Not to say, you know, that we can't get, you know, a few runs in the top of the 9th, but it's going to be really tough. 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Padres. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Seattle. I mean, I still think we're going to have a good chance to, you know, win the series 2 out of 3, but it's going to take a hell of a lot of effort here in the bottom of the 8th and the top of the 9th. First pitch from Legomina to Bogaerts, low and at the knees, 1-0 count. Sinker at 92 miles an hour there by Casey Legomina with a runner at third and 1 out. 1-0 pitch. Hard hit ball into shallow right field. Fucking A. And that ends up being a blooper. Jackson Merrill scores, and this one is probably over. It was gonna be hard enough to get even 1, let alone 2. But you know, chances of us getting 3 runs in the top of the 9th, realistically, you know, probably if you played 100 games, we might be able to do it once. So, but you never know. Baseball is baseball. You know, if a pitcher comes in and has a meltdown, you know, it is possible, but it's definitely going to be very tough now. And considering we only have 1 out, they might end up getting to 5 or 6 before this inning is over. First pitch fouled off by Gavin Sheets. High and away, 0-1 count. And the crowd is chanting, "Holy Sheets, holy Sheets," for Gavin Sheets. Insult to injury for us, huh? 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Change up 87 miles an hour there by Casey Legomina. No balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first and 1 out. We definitely need a double play now. Oh-2 pitch. Little dribbler up the middle. Give me that double play. There it is. Throw to first. And fuck, not in time. Of course it's not in time. And we get the fielder's choice at second. Sheets safe at first. And next up, the former Seattle Mariner first baseman, Ty France. 0 for 3. And we'll see if he goes 0 for 4. But you got to give credit where credit is due. You know, the Padres, you know, had that big, you know, 3-run third inning on Wu, and that's really the difference. I mean, obviously between bringing in Legomina here late, so. Little dribbler, and even Ty France gets a fucking hit. Jesus Christ. Sheets to second. France getting his first hit of the ball game. And again, going against your former team, he's motivated. Next up in the 8-hole, catcher Luis Campusano. 1 for 3, and now we got runners at first and second with 2 outs, and we're already down 3 runs. Appreciate that, HR. Every like matters, every dono matters, every share, every sub. First pitch to Campusano, in there for a strike looking, 0-1 count. Oh-1 pitch, fouled off into right field. No balls and 2 strikes with nobody, with runners at first and second and 2 outs. I was about to say with nobody on, but that would be wishful thinking. Bottom of the 8th, runners at first and second with 2 outs. 4-1 Padres. Casey Legomina on the mound. Luis Campusano in the box. Oh-2 pitch from Legomina, low and away. Sweeper, 79 miles an hour, missing. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Casey Legomina. 1-2 pitch, low and away. Sinker, 93 miles an hour there by Casey Legomina. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Luis Campusano. And again, the Padres are on a 5-game win streak. The Mariners are on a 4-game win streak after sweeping the Astros. But I definitely knew this was going to be a hard one. Obviously to start off even with Wu on the mound. 2-2 pitch, and that is strike 3 looking, and a little too late. You end up getting the strike 3 call there, but you ended up giving up a run, and now we're on an uphill battle, and let's see who we have up to see if we even have a chance to potentially get a run or 2. Next up for the Mariners, 2 for 3 with a run and a K, left fielder Randy Arozarena. Batting second, 1 for 2 with a base on ball, right fielder Luke Raley. And batting third, 0 for 2, shortstop J.P. Crawford. I mean, if we can get a home run out of somebody, but if Randy, gets hit by a pitch or walked, and then Raley, ends up hitting a home run, or JP, that could, inch us a little bit closer. And then obviously if we can get to Dominic Canzone, but obviously he ended up getting replaced, and that was Patrick Wisdom, so that's not going to really help us there. I mean, even though Wisdom did hit quite a few home runs, in AAA, but I mean, hitting homers in AAA is completely different than in the big leagues, as we know. End of the 8th inning, 4-1 Padres. Gained another sub since the last commercial break. Appreciate you. 30 subs to go, dude. 23,800. Let's see if Randy can give us a little bit of magic in the box. We can't really trust him too much in left field, as we know. All right, we're at 157 likes, 43 to 200. Absolutely. We're always going to call it right down the middle. All right, Mason Miller is coming in, so this might be really quick victory here for the Padres. Oh, 1 pitch, big swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes to Randy Arozarena. He struck out 19 of 24 batters so far. He is ridiculous. It's like the last guy that you want to see, in the pen. 0-2 pitch, check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Mason Miller to Randy Arozarena. That's insane. One-two pitch, low and away, and it gets away from the catcher. Mason Miller on the mound. Randy Rosarena in the box. Maybe one of the most intimidating closers in the last few years. Very consistent, very reliable. As Randy fouls that one off. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the top of the 9th with nobody on and no outs. Padres up 4-1, and we need a miracle. I mean, hell, we might not. I mean, it'll be hard enough to get 3, let alone even 1 against Mason Miller. Let's be honest. 2-2 pitch, high and inside. 101 four-seam fastball there by Mason Miller. I mean, the only way that we'll have a chance is if he hits a couple guys or walks a couple guys. And then, we'll see where it goes from there. But chances of that happening probably not too good. 3-2 pitch popped up, and this is a routine play for San Diego, and that is 1 away. Down goes Randy. And the Padres are 2 outs away from victory. Let's see what we can get here next up in the 6th hole. 1 for 2 with a base on ball. Right fielder Luke Raley, and on deck would be J.P. Crawford. And just based on the way the flow of the game has gone, the chance of us even getting 1 is probably slim to none. But you never know. First pitch in there to Luke Raley. Takes a strike looking high and away. Slider 87 miles an hour. 0-1 count. Oh-one pitch, high and away. Four-seam fastball, 102 miles an hour by Mason Miller. 1 ball and 1 strike to Luke Raley. 1-1 pitch, high and away. Change up 95 miles an hour by Mason Miller. 2 balls and 1 strike to Luke Raley. Louise is. 2-1 pitch from Miller. Big swing and a miss right down the middle by Luke Raley. Slider 87 miles an hour. And that's what makes Mason Miller so deadly, because you assume every pitch is going to be 99 to 102. And if he throws something in the 80s or 90s, good luck. You're not hitting that. 2-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. And down goes Luke Raley. And the Padres are 1 out away from victory. And they're going to get it. There's just no doubt about that at this point. Even when the inning started. But it would be nice if we can get like solo dinger by J.P. Crawford. Even if we lose 4-2, it's better than 4-1. But JP's got a lot to be able to go against here, Mason Miller. So, but realistically, JP's probably going to strike out as well. Miller is that dude. First pitch takes a strike, looking right down the middle. Four-seam fastball, 100 miles an hour. 0-1 count. And nobody is going to get more strikeouts than Miller off-speed pitches because, again, everyone just anticipates those heaters on every pitch. 0-1 pitch, high and away. 100 miles an hour on pitch 1, 101 on pitch 2. Just missing the strike zone by an inch. JP is going to challenge and lose this, I think. Yep. Well, the Padres challenged. Oh, the Padres thought that was a strike? Interesting. 1-1 pitch, a little slow dribbler, throw to first. And that is out number 3. Since 1985. So a long time. Oh, nice job by the Padres. They end the 4-game winning streak that we had, the sweep, or AKA the mop, what Rick Riz would call a sweep in a 4-game set. And again, the Padres were in a 5-game win streak, and they continue it to 6. And now we just got to be able to dust ourselves off and try to recover. Obviously, with Emerson Hancock, on the mound, obviously tomorrow, and then we have Luis Castillo. And the last time Castillo pitched, he did not look very good. We were down 7-2 against the Stros, and luckily we were able to come back and win 8-7. But again, we're going to need Hancock and Castillo to pitch well, and hopefully the bats will come alive tomorrow, and I feel confident that they can. Final score, San Diego Padres 4, Seattle Mariners 1. Let's go over the stat line here real quick before we exit. And then obviously we'll be live tomorrow for the next game. All right, let's go over the Padres first. All right, so Ramon Laureano, 2 for 4. Fernando Tatis Jr., 1 for 4. Jackson Merrill, 3 for 4. A rare 0 for 4 outing for Manny Machado. That probably won't happen tomorrow. Xander Bogaerts had a great game, 3 for 4. Gavin Sheets, 0 for 3. Ty France, the former Seattle Mariner first baseman, 1 for 4. Luis Capusano ended up going 1 for 4. And Jake Cronenworth, 0 for 3. And then on the flip side for the Mariners, Brendan Donovan, who normally doesn't go 0 for 3 or 0 for 4, went 0 for 3 today. That can't happen tomorrow. Cal Raleigh struggling again, 0 for 4. Julio, 0 for 2. Josh Naylor, 1 for 4. Randy, 2 for 4. Luke Raley, 1 for 3. So the middle of the order did well, but the top of the order, we got nothing. And then J.P. Crawford, 0 for 3. Dominic Canzone, 0 for 1. Patrick Wisdom, 0 for 1. And Cole Young, 0 for 3. So, you know, if you're only going to get hits out of Naylor, Randy, and Luke, of course you're not going to win. Unless Naylor, Randy, and Luke all homered, then maybe you win or it's close, you know. But again, with Donnie, Cal, Julio, Crawford, Dominic Canzone, and Cole Young all getting nothing, hard to win a game against a team like the San Diego Padres, who are one of the best teams in the National League. So, again, not the performance that we were expecting, but again, we still got 2 more games in the set and a chance still to win the series. Final score, Padres 4, Mariners 1. Shout out to all the people that liked, sub, donated, commented, shared, and my boy Double E, congratulations on your victory. And we will be live tomorrow for the second game in the set between the Mariners and the Padres. And I got one question for you. Who you know talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I am out. Tridents up, go Mariners.